welcome to Mayfair in London. I'm Stephanie, and as you can see behind me, the paparazzi are waiting to get a glimpse of world famous NICKY CLARKE OBE here today. We're going to be getting an exclusive interview with him, talking about trends in hair and how he's become as successful today as he has. So I'm an incredibly lucky girl today because I'm joined by the one and only NICKY CLARKE OBE, the king of all hairdressers. You've touched more famous people's hairs than probably anyone else in the entire world, to be honest.
Well, probably near enough.
Tell me all about how your career began, because seriously, what you've done and created within your career is so incredible.
Well, thank you. I mean, I've been very, very fortunate. I mean, I started as a teenager back in the early 70s, and I was very, very lucky to be able to work with one of the greatest hairdressers at that time, a guy called Leonard. And this was a stable that brought in not only myself, but people like Daniel Galvin and John Frieda and Michael and John from Michael John. I mean, this was a hugely great time. And I was very lucky to kind of catch that, albeit the slightly tail end of it. And I went on to join with John Frieda for the next 16 years, and we really just had a bit of a great time, really, doing clients, being in the salon, making products, doing stuff, really. And I think on the way, it was really all about trying to do not only what I call real people, but also doing people in the public eye as well. And I think that's probably what kind of got us noticed. Then when I went on my own back in 1990, I think it sort of exploded. I mean, the timing was right. A lot of the people in the press, the fashion press and the national press kind of knew what I'd been doing at John Frieda. And I think that it really started the idea of something different. And I think if you measure that also with the fact that we started with, new types of TV, there was daytime TV, there was suddenly lots more channels, and I think there was a kind of a thing that people wanted to know about what happens behind the scenes. People, that were doing hair, doing makeup, photographers, stylists, models. There was all of that kind of real interest, and so, I class myself very fortunate to be, at the right time as well. But it's been and it still is a great, a hugely great profession. And I think it's really, what we're doing tonight is really trying to explain some of that stuff and talk about it, as my life, but also really talk about how hairdressing has just been this incredible force to nature. That isn't just about working in the salon necessarily. There are, the incredible hairdressers out there that are runway hairdressers or film hairdressers or theatrical hairdressers, and and this has given me an opportunity to work with everybody from, whether it be the kind of ordinary people that I talk about, or all the way to royalty and and superstars and musicians and whatever. And it's just been great fun, and it still is, actually. It's
been an amazing evening, and I am so thrilled to have been able to interview the one and only NICKY CLARKE. This is a gentleman that has got his hands on the likes of Cindy Crawford, Victoria Beckham, Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, Diana Ross. The list seriously is endless. He is an icon in the world of hairdressing, which led to him getting his very own OBE in 2008, and is one of the most famous and celebrated hairdressers in the world. I feel very honoured to have spoken with him today. Sadly, that's all I've got time for, but you can catch me next time on the network, where we bring you the hottest fashion news straight from London. Stay tuned.